Hey guys, it's Chris at the Ultimate Recycler. I like to do little short videos on my discoveries, especially on upcycling projects. Now have a look at this little retro coffee table. On first impressions it's, retro-y on sort of TV legs. It's got a bit of vintage to it. I'd suggest it's probably late 60s, early 70s. Didn't think much of it until I looked a bit further. Can you believe that this is actually an upcycle project from someone quite a long time ago who turned something else into this coffee table? Let's have a better look at it. Okay, that's the underneath of it. Now there's a reason why these are called TV legs, because they used them on vintage TVs back when they were pieces of furniture. And if we look at the base of the timber, it's clearly been detached from something, and it's been patched up, and it looks like it's not real timber. It's sort of chipboard with a timber veneer finish, which is very typical of TVs in the late 60s, early 1970s. And what someone's done is they've actually wrecked an old valve TV, early 70s possibly, late 60s, something like that, and they've taken the top panel off the TV and the legs from the bottom and probably thrown the rest out, and they've made themselves a pretty cute little coffee table. I'll give you another look at the top. You can see how that's that typical, we've got a lot of reflection here, that's that typical veneer type finish over chipboard, and I think they've just painted, we'll get in better light here, look at the end, they've actually just painted the end of the chipboard. So they've made themselves a retro coffee table from a retro TV. Here's a couple of pictures of this sort of TV they would have actually used, and clearly it was obviously no good, and they've made use of the legs and broken it down to get the top piece and made this coffee table. So that's pretty cool. Now I could sell it. I was thinking of putting, maybe $25–30 on it in the shop. But I have a use for TV legs, and they're just not easy to get a good set of them with the brackets that they screw into. So I'm going to take these off. I don't know what I'll do with the top piece. I might have a use for it somewhere, and we'll use those TV legs in another project. I've got some of these old Conray electric heaters, and I did put a questionnaire out on my Facebook page for any ideas on what I can turn them into. And I'm going to come up with a kind of a bedside table little shelf unit with these TV legs mounted underneath. So look forward to that video. I'll put the link in this one. But in the meantime, how cool is that? Someone in probably let's say it might have been the late 70s, early 80s, perhaps, by the time the TV was no good, they've knocked it apart and made themselves a retro coffee table. Pretty cool, hey? Alright, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.